is up, Retromaniacs? My name is Mike. His name is EP. His name is Joe. And we're not here to give you one. We're not here to give you two. We are here to give you 3 cards you need for your retro PC. You know, last week I told you guys we had a request. We were requested to do a Barry Sanders card.
It's about time we do a Barry Sanders
I know,
card on this show. It's about damn time.
Exactly. We never do Barry Sanders on here. So I dug through my box of football cards and I found a kind of cool one here. We're going to go back to 1999, Joe, and take the Playoff Prestige SSD Gridiron Heritage number 4, Barry Sanders. Look at that card. Leather card. Look at that. Mm-hmm. Playoff was really big with the leather cards.
Yes,
they were.
But this card it was part of a 24 card set. I tried to find the odds. I just couldn't find them anywhere. Found a pack on eBay, but the flap was covering like where it was. So I couldn't find it. I know they weren't super common. I want to guess they were probably about 1 per box. And unfortunately, the card's only a $7 to $10 card. Like, that's crazy. That is a really cool looking card.
1 per box. You're getting maybe 1 in a case. 1 Barry Sanders.
Yeah, right. Just like everything back then, it doesn't make any sense, and it's not like you can go out and buy it like for super cheap, because the boxes of that stuff, like for not having huge rookies that year, aren't really that cheap. So you know, a lot of the playoff stuff, because it was so unique, like you can't go back and find a box for $40 or $50 like you would think you might be able to. So yeah, that's my card this week.
I love any card that uses a different medium than the regular card stock or even chromium stock.
Yeah, the leather cards are really nice. Yeah. They did them really well too, and they did quite a few of them, even back to the die cut football days. So
I forget who I had from that set that I sold. Like, it might have been like a Tim Couch or one of those quarterbacks. I had someone from that set, that card, and I think I sold it in a stack sale, but they were so cool. All the leather cards are awesome.
Definitely.
All righty, P. Let's see what you have this week.
Mike, you had Barry Sanders. So fingers crossed that we finally give Ken Griffey Jr. his due.
I really hope.
I don't think he's been mentioned at all.
No, never.
Sorry, EP, I interrupted.
Okay. Well, that's fine. Hey, speaking of that, I do have a Griffey card. Would you believe that? It's baseball season. I have a Griffey card.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I have a 1992 Topps McDonald's limited edition Baseball's Best. This is the Topps McDonald's. There's gold foil on the bottom here and stuff. These cards, despite being limited edition, it's card number 8 of 44. Despite being limited edition, this can get it for like 71 cents on ComC. It's probably $1.50 on eBay. So I mean, they're not very limited, but it's very, very cool.
That's a solid $1 to $2 card in my stack sales. So
Don't be telling people about ComC. Mike has stack sales going on.
Well, after shipping and stuff.
If you want to wait like 12 months to get your cards, you can buy from ComC.
That's fair.
Yeah. And pay $3 for shipping. On top of it.
I think I used to get $2 for those, but like then now I get $1 because they're very common for being limited edition. But they are cool, and like, I mean, I don't know if you really remember that time period, but like people went crazy for like the basketball cards and the baseball cards that they had at McDonald's and stuff like that. So really cool.
I had a complete set of the basketball, but I did not have a complete set of the baseball.
Huh. I think somewhere around here, I have a set that I took some of the stars out. So if I find it, you can have it, because I'm a nice guy, right?
All right.
Watch his video last week with all the Tiki Barber cards that he didn't remember I gave him. I'm a nice guy. All right, Joe, wrap this up.
All right. We're going to 2000.
Tom Brady?
2000? Nope. Oh. Pretty close, though. The Tom Brady of their sport, maybe at that point. 2000, Upper Deck, MLS, Brandi Chastain rookie card. Okay.
Nice.
I actually own 3 of these. I don't anymore because, I mean, they were like way too expensive for me to have for a soccer card. But now you can get them for like $10 to $12. it's the reason I love this card. It's the iconic photo of her taking her jersey off and sliding after a goal. I mean, for nothing else, it's just a really cool snapshot in time. We've been talking about women's sports the last couple of weeks here on the pod, so I thought it'd be fun to pick this card out. A lot of people know the pose. I didn't watch soccer back then at all, and I remember that being on Sports Center and you know, all the highlight shows. So I don't know. It's just a really cool card. It's a base card. You can get probably one or two in a box, I would suspect. And you can get them if you just wait. You can get them for like an auction, just like everything else. If you wait out for an auction, you can probably get it for like under $5. If you want to get a fixed price one, it's probably like $10 or $12. But just a really cool card and an iconic. Like we talk about iconic pictures, that's just an iconic pose of. I would argue, put that against anyone else's most iconic poses in a sports card. So there it is.
That was the Women's World Cup, right?
Yeah.
And she was doing the penalty kicks to win.
I believe so.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. Someone tracked this in the. I know it was during the Women's World Cup.
Throwing out all this soccer knowledge. If I'm completely wrong, don't bother correcting me.
I believe that was correct.
My moment.
I remember the absolute craze from that time, though. I mean, like that. I mean, just insane. Everybody, like everybody. I think everybody in the U.S. loved that team. Like it was just that moment is just like you said, Joe, just a snapshot of this like craze in American history, American sports history. Awesome.
And just to put it in perspective, too, like women's sports were not really looked upon anywhere near men's sports, especially back then. That they are literally just a subset within the MLS set, like the men's Major League Soccer set. They're just like a 12-card subset. Kind of crazy to think about from that perspective. But yeah, I mean, with the stuff with Caitlin Clark coming out, women's sports being kind of big, I thought, you know what? And if I don't win this week, all of you hate women. If I don't win the contest this week, because apparently that's what we do.
I didn't know it was a contest.
Apparently it's a contest or a competition every week. If I don't win, I think we all know why.
Well, of course you have to pick like this, like superstar of her sport and one of the most well-known athletes of all time. But you know, typical Joe. Yeah. But hey, whatever you have to do to win. But those are our 3 picks this week, and we'll see you next week. Take care, guys.
See you, boys.
See ya.